Welcome into Sports Talk. I'm Mackenzie Blaze alongside Morgan Jackson. What a night we had last night. What a week we've had.
What a day we had.
Oh my gosh, Morgan, I'm exhausted. I'm feeling good. How are you doing?
I'm quite exhausted as well, Blaze, but I'm glad to be here, excited that we were able to bring home 2 state titles. Let's just get into it, though.
Let's get right into it.
Thank you, man. I love y'all. Hey, forever around, baby.
Sylvester has waited almost 40 years to bring a state championship back to the city, and on Tuesday night they got to do just that. The undefeated Rams took on the reigning Class A Division I champs, the Toombs County Bulldogs. In this low-scoring affair, the Rams got it done and completed the first 15-0 season in school history. Bulldogs jumped out to an early 10-zip lead, but the Rams refused to let Toombs dig their grave. Worth responded late in the first with a score from Trey Jones and didn't take the lead until the end of the third when Jalen Farley caught a 7-yard pass from Lyndon Worthy. For Coach Jeff Hammond, this journey was 4 years in the making. The senior class has been with Hammond since day one.
It's been my first group. All right, that first meeting I talked about, we're gonna make the playoffs, we're gonna win the region, and we're gonna win the dang state championship. It took us 4 years, and they made it happen.
One of the biggest storylines coming out of the game is Worth's defense. We talked about their O all year, but on Tuesday night, the Black and Gold's D stepped up big. After giving up a touchdown in the first Toombs possession of the game, the Rams defense turned it on, only allowing 2 field goals for the rest of the game. Malik Muhammad had 11 total tackles, and Brady Weaver and Chance Sims locked it down in the middle, both contributing 9.
Say that I'm really lost for word right now, but I was just glad that we stuck together, and like when I was able to talk to them boys listened, and we all came together, we stayed together like throughout the whole season, and I'm just glad we were able to pull together and get the win. I'm really lost for word right now. I'm trying to find a word to say, but like I'm just glad we with these boys. I'm happy. It's great. It's great.
With less than 2 minutes to go, Toombs' final possession was icing on the cake. Deshaun Rockwell with a monster interception to seal the Rams' fate as state champs.
Make a play, man, you know what I'm saying? It's my team, man. We've been doing this for the longest. Shout out to my fans, too, you know what I'm saying? The love is all there, you know what I'm saying? When you love your brothers and you support them like that, man, you do anything for the game you love, man.
After the game, Rams quarterback Lyndon Worthy was named the Class A Division I Most Valuable Player. Worthy proved his worth, going 22 for 30 through the air for 217 yards. He threw a 7-yard game-winning tutty late in the third to give the Rams the first lead of the game.
Easier knowing that you have a great cushion and great defense and great defensive coach, great defensive players, and offense. We just went and executed, and that's won the game. It's been a grind. Every day in and out, we do it for this community, and they showed up and showed out tonight. I just want to say thank y'all, thank the community, thank all the coaching staff, the players for all they've done, and go Rams.
Trophy heads back to US 84, Thomas County Central, state champs 13.
I think you saw us peak in this game on defense or offense. I mean, I thought we played our best game right here when it mattered.
For the second time in 3 years, the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets are state champions. Prior to Coach Rogers' arrival, the Jackets were home to 5 state titles, and in his just 4 years of being there, they're now home to 7.
But I want to go back to that video. We weren't able to do their win justice. It was a longer video, about 1.5 minutes. Let's see if we can bring that back up, Marcus.
Trophy heads back to US 84, Thomas County Central, state champs 13.
I think you saw us peak in this game on defense or offense. I mean, I thought we played our best game right here when it mattered.
My senior year had to leave out with a bang. It means a lot. Couldn't do this without my whole line, my teammates, defense, the fans, 12th man. Great, feels great.
Cam, you told me that this year is your first year. You've been fully healthy. You've been able to play the whole season without injury. How good does it feel to cap off your time as a Thomas County Central Yellow Jacket with another state title?
Man, this is a blessing. This is a huge blessing. Like, man, we from a small city, Thomasville, Georgia. This is like, man, I don't even know what to say right now, but this is a blessing, though. This is a blessing.
You told me that you felt like this team was better than the 2023 state championship team. What are your thoughts on that right now?
I still think that, no doubt. We just, come on, I don't even want to brag, but what we just did.
Brag on them, brag on them.
40-some points, 41, I think. Come on now.
62 points tonight.
That just, man, like these boys back here. That's all it is, these boys back here. I'm just a piece of the puzzle.
Y'all gonna go party in Thomasville?
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit party in Thomasville.
I had to let that video play out. What a big win for the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets. Coach Rogers said many years ago that the TCC job was his dream job. And well, I'm sure he's still dreaming today after not only bringing home his second title in the blue and gold, but his second undefeated season in the Rose City. Not only did the Jackets stomp all over the Red Elephants Wednesday night, they stomped on teams all year long. Let's start with the defense because, of course, defense wins championships. The Red Elephants were held to their fewest points this season with 21. This Yellow Jackets group is now the highest scoring offense in school history with guess how many points, Blaze?
Tell me.
808. That's almost 1,000 points. That's like basketball numbers. Coming into the state title game, TCC was averaging 53 points per game. They come to the Benz and continue to do big things, hanging a 60 burger on the team from Gainesville. This was a team win, but we have to point out the man of the night. Matter of fact, I'm going to call him the man of the week. Christian Deuce Lawrence showed up to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and might as well have been hosting a running back clinic, Blaze.
No, that's absolutely right. It was spectacular. Wouldn't even be the word to describe his performance. Deuce rushed for 380 yards and 5 touchdowns. That not only sets the Thomas County Central single game rushing record, but it also is a new state record, Morgan.
The most electric running back in the state, now the leader for the most rushing yards in a state championship game, comes from good old South Georgia. We can't say enough great things about this guy. The tape obviously speaks for itself. Wake Forest is certainly getting a good one, and we spoke with the soon-to-be Deacon Demon last night after Thomas County Central's big win over Gainesville.
Deuce, you told me that getting a state title with this team was extremely important to you because you were on the last state championship team. How special was not only this game, but this season for you?
Man, it was very special. As a team, we grew together, brotherhood, and I just want to thank God for it, man.
What does this group of guys mean to you?
And they're my brothers, like going through every day with them boys, like it's nothing but love for them.
In your time here at Thomas County Central, what have you learned as a Yellow Jacket? Because you told me, like, coming here was a little bit different for you.
Yes. I'll probably say, like I say, brotherhood, man. It wasn't a brotherhood. Here, we together. We be together 24/7. It's brotherhood.
In the Roswell game, you set the record for single game rushing yards. You come out here, break your record, 380 yards, 5 touchdowns. How have you been able to get better and better down the stretch?
Practice. My dad taking me outside at night, going through drills, telling me what I need to hit, film, all that.
How do you score 5 touchdowns in the state championship game? Were you seeing the field different? Were your legs a little bit better? How did you get in the end zone so many times today?
I say I got in the end zone because of God. It was God. He had this plan for me. That's it.
Well, Morgan, unfortunately, that just about concludes our 2025 high school football season. What a time it was. 2 state titles, dozens of games, talented players, and just some good old-fashioned South Georgia football. This is what, your 4th season?
4th season, best season. This was a good year.
What were some of your favorite moments?
Obviously, these 2 teams bring home a state title, but even I think back to Valdosta's run this year, Lowndes run, seeing Clinch County do what they've been able to do, just all of our teams. I mean, you think about Early County being able to get over that Elite 8 hump. There's just so many good things that happened this season. Oh my gosh, our guys going off to school, that's what it's all about. Big schools, smaller schools, like, I don't know. It's just been a good year.
It's been good. GHSA State Championships for me was one of the best. I loved seeing. I had never been to seeing Sherwood do anything, so get to see Trip Roberts and the guys just dominate.
Yeah,
that was super exciting, and just meeting all the coaches. I mean, obviously, this was my first season. Meeting all the coaches, meeting all the fans. The fans are so passionate.
Aren't they the best?
They're the best, and I just love it. And the players are amazing, and it's just great. I'm excited for another one.
Me too, girl. Starting the season 0-6, Bainbridge parted ways with head coach Jay Walsh just 16 games into his tenure with the Bearcats. Today, the start of a new era as the Decatur County Board of Education approved a new but familiar face of the program. By unanimous vote, Jamie DuBose was announced as the next head coach of the Bainbridge Bearcats, and if that name rings a bell, well, it should. DuBose coached Lowndes for 2 seasons reaching the state semifinals back in 2020 and winning a big region title with the Vikings in 2021. DuBose left the Vikings after losing his father, moving back to Alabama. He planned to retire after 2 seasons at Orange Beach, but just couldn't give up coaching. He spent the past 2 years coaching in Mississippi, but always had the itch to come back to South Georgia. And well, when the opportunity presented itself, he couldn't pass it up.
Georgia football really was some of the best football that I've been a part of. Georgia in general, when I was over here before, each and every week was like a mini SEC almost, and it just so happened Bainbridge is a place. I know there's a lot of tradition here. I was excited about this place. I didn't want to go but to a few places, and luckily this was one of them.
Coach said he plans on jumping right into things and meeting with the team and the current staff this week. DuBose will make the Bearcats' 3rd head coach over the past decade. Longtime head coach Jeff Littleton taking up the bulk of those years. Coach DuBose's first day on the job will be January 5th.
Well, it looks like we've seen the last of the Rose City rivalry, at least for now. The always highly anticipated Thomasville-Thomas County Central game has been on pause. The Bulldogs' schedule is complete, and their athletic director, Jeremy Rayburn, confirmed that the Yellow Jackets are not on it. This will mark the first time since 2015 that the 2 teams haven't faced off. In a statement put out by Rayburn, he said, quote, "Looking at where the 2 programs are right now, we're not going to look to try to play Valdosta, Lowndes, and Colquitt, and Central's football program right now." Rayburn said, "For us, a program, especially with power rankings and wins, it just made more sense for us to not continue to that point." Rayburn went on to add that this is just now for the cycle, but he knows it's a big draw for the community, and at the end of the day, we have to do what's best for our kids and the program. Morgan, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm kind of like indifferent about this. I definitely do believe it's a huge loss for the community, but I definitely understand the decision when it comes to the power rankings. Not to play the Blue Devils, not to play the Devil's advocate, I guess I could say, not the Blue Devils, but like if Thomasville would have played TCC this year and they won, they definitely would have got a higher seed in the playoffs. And I do think the higher you go up in classification, obviously it can be a huge difference in talent. But this rivalry is almost tied. TCC leads the all-time series 30-28, but over the past 4 meetings, the Yellow Jackets have outscored the Blue Devils 179-24. So with the landscape of how high school football is now, I understand the decision, but I hope that when they do pick back up, the rivalry can be a little bit more on an even playing field.
Definitely. I mean, I'd like to get a chance to go to it. So
yeah, I've actually never been either.
Okay, well, hopefully they get to go soon. Well, Morgan, with high school football season being over, high school basketball is ramping up, and you know I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, Blaze, I know you love some hoops. You used to bang it down there in the paint.
Yep, and there's a huge matchup going down in Damascus tonight, so let's get into it. Southwest Georgia looking to keep a perfect record tonight as they host 5-5 Eagles out of Terrell Academy. Warriors off to a good start, leading 8-5, and then bang, a 3-ball from sophomore Alex Davis to further the gap. Onto the second SGA ball, Blair Bennett skips one to KJ Spann. Another tray ball for the Warriors, 19-6 SGA. But the Eagles not rolling over. Back-to-back threes for Terrell Academy, and a couple hustle plays later, it's 18-15 Warriors at half, and in the fourth, it's a 4-point game. Charlie Davis cuts in the paint. She sees Ava Rathel open on the block. Boom! To further the lead. Eagles come close, but they can't get it done. Terrell's Lily Addison led all scorers with 13, and SGA senior Blair Bennett had 11. Terrell Academy falls to SGA 42-37.
And the signing continues. On Wednesday, Tipp County senior Ella Bruce signed her letter of intent to play softball at Valdosta State University. The future Blazer had a monster year for the Blue Devils. In 77 at-bats, she hit a .390, grabbing 28 RBIs, scoring 34 runs, and getting 30 hits. This season, she helped Tipp County to a 22-6 record, finishing first in their region. Even better for us, the WAOB sports team will now be able to catch her over the next 4 years as a Blazer. Congrats, Ella.
A couple of deals already done for the Braves, who added a reliever and outfielder depth last week at winter meetings. And on Monday, though, they locked down their shortstop and the same guy who they brought over late last year. The Braves announcing that they have signed Ha-Sung Kim to a 1-year, $20 million deal to keep him in Atlanta. Kim split last season between Tampa Bay and Atlanta, where he batted for a .234 average in 48 games. The former gold glove was claimed by the Braves off waivers on September 1st, and the hopes are high for GM Alex Anthopoulos.
Our belief in him, and I think he's going to be a much better player. And our goal is that, he has a great year, and, we're in a position to keep him long-term beyond this. But that would be a win-win if he has a great year. That means he's going to do better for himself, and that means we'll win more games, and that's the goal with things like this.
Well, changes coming to the Good Life City. Coach Gray will be taking another leadership opportunity. Much speculation is leading to the candidate to land the job at FAMU, who fired their coach last week. The national search for the next head coach is underway. ASU announcing longtime assistant coach Anthony Kelly will assume the role of interim head coach until the vacancy is filled. We will definitely miss seeing Coach Gray on those sidelines.
Georgia football head coach Kirby Smart has been named a finalist for the Dodge Trophy for the best coach in college football. Dogs will face either Tulane or Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. And only one more game for Georgia Tech football, but the offseason news just now ramping up. On Tuesday, On3 reporting announced that Georgia Tech quarterback Aaron Philo is expected to enter the transfer portal in January. Philo would have seen the field a little bit more this year if it weren't for this guy. Jackets quarterback Haynes King receiving his ACC Player of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year awards on Tuesday at halftime of Tech's basketball game against Marist. King is just the fourth Yellow Jacket ever to be named Player of the Year, leading 22nd ranked Georgia Tech to 9-3, and an appearance in the Pop-Tarts Bowl against BYU later this month.
I've been through 3 win seasons to 5 win to 7, and now, as of now, we got 9, and we're hoping for a 10th. And to be able to do that and see it through and not give up and transfer or change anything, the loyalty that we have at this program is pretty special.
And believe it or not, it's not all bad for the Falcons. Quarterback Kirk Cousins looking like his old self during last Thursday's win over the Bucs. But remember, he's not the starter anymore. Michael Penix Jr. is set to return from injury next season. So Cousins using these final weeks as an audition to start for Atlanta or start somewhere else.
A lot of years on expiring contracts, probably more than most quarterbacks in the league who have played a lot. So I've kind of lived it, and you understand that you just focus on here and now, be in the present, and you don't know what's going to happen, like you said. And the February and the March questions are good questions in February and March, but it's December 17th, and so you can't really go there yet.
All right, Morgan, we got some Thursday night football on deck. Rams at Seahawks. Who are you taking?
I like the Seahawks in this one.
Okay, I'm going to take the Rams. I think Matt Stafford's playing his good football. We just talked about Sean McVay had his baby. I think it's going to be pretty good luck. The Rams didn't disappoint me on Tuesday, so I don't think they're going to disappoint me today.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. All right, South Georgia. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this lovely episode of Sports Talk. I will be back in the studio at 11 with more sports. We're talking high school basketball. Aaron Mukes is at Fine Christian right now, so tune in to check out all those highlights. We'll see you later, South Georgia.